Today I'm going to talk about Velvet Goldmine, which was a 1998 film directed by Todd Haynes, who also directed Poison. It and some other movies in the nuclear cinema movement. So, Velvet Goldmine follows Arthur Stewart, who's played by Christian Bale, which I was impressed with his acting, although it was probably pretty early in his career. Still very good. Who is a reporter trying to figure out what happened to glam pop icon Brian Slade, who's played by Jonathan Rhys Meyers, who looks always very sad and melancholy and angsty. And so Arthur is trying to investigate whatever happened to him because he faked his death to retreat from public life, supposedly. So Arthur, is looking everywhere and, trying to find people to talk to about it. And so he finds his wife and his past lover. His past lover's name is Kurt Wilde, and he was also a famous kind of rocker, and he worked together with Brian and created a lot of fantastical, beautiful songs before they kind of had a falling out. So you kind of learn the story in little bits throughout the movie, but the film to me reads like it's looking back on the past and kind of reflecting and saying, oh, that was so great. Why did we lose that? How did we lose that? And they kind of want to get back to it. And to me, it seems like it's not only the people in the film reflecting on the past glam kind of pop movement of the 1970s, but it's also the film 1998 looking back at early 1990 and saying, oh, look at all that transformative, amazing film we did with Poison and Edward II, and this film is kind of like that, but it's also reflecting on the past and the style of nuclear cinema and the evolution. And so what it is now, you're seeing that in the film, but you're also thinking about what it used to be and how it's transformed and how it's moved and how it could transform more in the future, which it has. And so that's why I really like this film. I also really like this film because Jonathan Rhys Meyers is beautiful. I don't understand how he's still not finding glitter on his body, because there's a scene where he's just completely being covered in glitter, and I'm just like, man, that's commitment. That's serious commitment. I also liked Christian Bale, and I thought that it was pretty cool that he acted in this movie and who he was. His character, you see his character transform from a repressed gay teenager into this sexually fluid guy who actually apparently, I'm not sure if this was a real or fantasy. I like to think it's real. Apparently he slept with Kurt Wilde, which is pretty fucking awesome if you ask me. I want to sleep with a rock star like that. That would be awesome. So I really thought that the acting was really good, and so I'd give it 4 out of 5 stars on the personal Megan movie scale, because, well, it doesn't have 5 stars because I just the women characters were not there, and that always annoys me a little bit. I mean, it wasn't really about them, but they still could have had a name, and I mean, they had names, but they didn't really have stories, and they were just kind of supplementary characters, but just around to be there. So that's why it only gets 4 stars. Also, there are a lot of dramatic zooms. It was just kind of yeah, I don't know. I guess that's a byproduct of the era that it was filmed in 1998. You gotta have those dramatic zooms. Although a lot of films still do that, or TV shows like Supernatural. But that's why it only gets 4 stars. But it is a really good movie, and it's on Netflix, so you should go watch it.